Okay, got that done. All right. See that ram on the back of that truck? That is so cool. It's as big as my hand. Big way, it would make a great clock. All right. Now, we're going to escape Destin, Florida. It's not too bad because we're in between tourists right now. They come in different spurts from different states, so it's kind of in between. It looks like Oklahoma and Maine are this week. I'd have to look on the internet to be sure. You could look it up on the internet, and it has the whole year for spring break, what months and what states. I normally know it by heart, but not this year. I'm doing some other things that I don't need that for. Working on my internet stuff right now. So, got some stuff done yesterday. That was great. Got plenty more to do. So this dingbat, when I pulled up to go to the storage, she was going in and then she just stops her car and just sits there. And it's a gated thing. And it's like, what the hell? I've tried that before too. It does not work because when you stop your car on the other side of the gate, it keeps the gate open. And just as long as you sit your car there. So, anyway, it doesn't do any good. They got video in there and they can babysit their own stuff. It's not my problem. But anyway, she would not move for like 10 minutes. Literally. Finally, I honked at her. I thought maybe she was confused. I mean, obviously, if she had a gate code, she should know where she was going. So, anyway, she would not move and I could not get the car through there. And she got out and she's like all of 90 pounds and she's like, okay, back it up. And I was like, excuse me? I was like, you turn around. Back it up. It's only one person told me. I said, yeah, because they don't want to be liable if the gate closes on a car. So they're telling you in advance not to risk it. I said, I have storages here. You need to move. Well, I'm just trying to follow the rules. I'm like, well, you're harassing me and you're blocking me from my property. So please move your car. But I said, I'll call the sheriffs. Doesn't bother me. I said, and you're gonna have problems. Finally, she moved, and I notified the complex about it and sent them a picture of her car and her license plate. That was just stupid. 10 minutes of my time wasted because an idiot wants to just park it at the gate so no one can get in. Because she thinks she's doing the good deed of the day or something. I don't know. I have tried it all different ways myself, and you know, it doesn't do any good. They're gonna get in one way or another. Even if their gate code is suspended, it doesn't make a difference. They're gonna get in, and then when they get in, they see that there's a red lock on their unit because they haven't paid. Well, see, I paid. So, I pay in advance, so, but yeah. But I can't can't sit here in this big cowboy Cadillac and run the fuel out because you want to be an idiot. And you have to be careful giving people orders. It's not a good thing to do. It can be a very dangerous thing to do. So it's, sometimes it's better just kind of mind your biz. I was talking to some RVers this morning, and this lady was from Maine, and she's like, well, I went in the store and made a purchase a while ago. And I was like, you have to call and ask permission from management because you are on their property, and the city ordinance doesn't permit it. They want the RVers to go to the RV parks and pay. That's what spring break's all about. I told her, I said, otherwise, if you are a member of the Elks Lodge, you should contact them and ask their permission to boondock at their place, but you can't just put that stuff anywhere. It's just not the way it's done. And you should be smarter than that. If you can afford to pay the gas for that sucker, you should know where you're going to be putting it. You can't just put it anywhere. Well, there's some people out there on the Crab Island today. I see about 30 boats, I suppose, out there. It's so pretty, but the problem is it's surrounded by sharks. I just don't know. My friends came out from Tampa, and they got the police boat out there. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, you better hope you're not drinking while you're on one of those boats. Especially if you have minors or you are the captain. Anyway, my friends came out from Tampa. There's a policeman now. They gonna get you. That's a local tag too. They should know better. So they came out from the Tampa area, and she was like, I want to go to Crab Island. I'm like, no, you don't. My friend's Big B Adventures on YouTube. I'm like, no, you don't. Oh, yeah, I want to go to Crab Island. I said, no, you don't. And her husband is just petrified of sharks. Just mentioned shark, and he's already 100 miles down the road, okay? He's just not going for that. But anyway, yeah, it was real funny, and she was like, oh, I want to go. And I said, no, you do not. I said, I have never done it once in all the time I've been here, and I've had free boat ride offers, everything. Never, ever, no. Because there's sharks out there, and if you go on YouTube, you can see them catching shark after shark after shark. And I mean, it's like a comedy video, almost. As they go out and they're catching these sharks, and they have this bell, and they ring the bell every time they catch another shark. And I watched a vlog that was just not that long, and they caught like 55 sharks in a very short order. I was like, okay then. But there are a ton of sharks on that bridge, and that's because they were baiting them for years to show the tourists and stuff, and now they can't get rid of them. So I would highly suggest to not get in that water in the Destin area, especially near Harbor Rock Village and Crab Island and all that. I mean, unless you got somebody you don't like to go swimming there, but other than that, I'm telling you, it's just not safe. And especially when you don't see a lot of people swimming out over there, you should know better. Don't think it's like plush resort. Gosh, there's hardly anybody here. It's because nobody's swimming in there because of the sharks. We like our legs and our arms and our hands. These tourist speeders, boy, they'll learn. Minimum ticket here, $115 for 6 miles over the speed limit. No lie. Minimum ticket. But now that's the minimum ticket because it depends if you're in a construction zone and some other stuff. They just add all these other fees on top. And it can go well over $1,000. Like 30 miles an hour over the speed limit, you're going to hit nothing less than $1,000 ticket. There's one from Illinois. He was riding my tail over here. There was a sheriff right over there, so you know there's another two up here. You go right ahead, bud. I welcome you that ticket. The city likes your money. They welcome those tourists. Take you about once, figure that out. And about 94% of their tickets are paid for. Very few people go away without paying. And that's online. You can see it online. They get their money, that's for sure. There's a cloud pulling it in. Big boat up on the beach like an idiot. Especially with props on it, that's so bad. There'll be little kids snorkeling in there or something. They have buoys out there that mark that and tell you not to bring those boats inland. Here's a bicyclist, happy bicyclist. And that's about 3 or 4 foot wide right there. I think about 4. Pretty comfortable ride for a bike path. Slow it down. I'm at 40 and it's 35. What a pretty day. Woo woo. Well, that guy that got the Ramada, it sure is expensive over there. That guy from California bought the old Ramada. Adventure Zone. I'm trying to figure out what that is. It was busy the other day, that's for sure. They had a great car show there one day. It was pretty awesome. Boardwalk's pretty busy. They're about 3/4 full right now. There's a lot of cars over there at the convention center. Must be something going on today. Boy, the drunks were out last night, I got to tell you. Mother of God, I don't know how and why people would drive like that. Come on, Jack Knack, freaking Mississippi. This should be one of the scariest turns to go into the old Sammies right here. Because there's such a blind spot. I suppose I'll just block it. Can't even get up there. I don't think there's a car up there. All I see is an SUV, but there could be a car there. No car, but you had to park a car length away. Let's see. I wonder how much is left of the frog today. What a roof is just falling in. Jeez. That building is so old and so wretched. I wanted to take that building and get it so that I could have a costume shop in there. When she went out, she was only leasing it. She didn't own it. So they got boondockers watching this restaurant. It's probably a damn good idea. Because they're tearing this other one up across the way. Ruining it. All the Vandals. Be a great place to live. At the restaurant. It's really pretty inside. And it has upstairs and stuff. Have it and put a garage on it and then run a business in the day to the night and then close and sleep and hope they didn't catch me doing it, living on the business. there's some people today. So I don't know that I'm going to get to park here today and do my work. It's so pretty. Gosh, it's pretty. Yeah, there's like way too many cars here today. And you're not really supposed to park at that launch. They do have a young cop comes through here and gives tickets now, so I guess we can drive around. Let me just run you around here. Unfortunately, they put a do not enter sign, so you can't go that way anymore. A lot of guys with the boats today. Look at all the boat trailers. Some pretty trucks. Yeah, I don't want to park there because that bad cop. I'll turn around here. So I guess that older gentleman got his boat out finally and was going to fix it up, put it back in the water. And I thought I saw it recently in the water. They're getting ready to do their thing. Cool. Lots of trailers, lots of trailers. There's something little bitty. Probably close to one of those little skidoo things. These are all pretty good sized boats. Gee, that's a nice setup on that trailer. Interesting. I usually cover them with outdoor carpet so they can just be rinsed off and then not leave marks on the hull of the boat. So there's a few people that have seen it worse, so I've seen it where you couldn't even drive through here. They would just park in the middle of the street. I don't know, I think this is only boat and trailer parking here. And sometimes you will see cars and RVs in here, and I don't think they go for that too good. But the sheriff patrols this a lot, and you cannot stay here overnight, period. Matter of fact, there's a sheriff right there. And some city official. So, yeah, this little Joe and 80s, whatever it is. Yeah, that's what it is. They are boondocking right there. They just put internet in over there and stuff, and cable TV, so they're probably staying there to see that restaurant. Make sure that Vandals don't come. I love that one there. I haven't seen anybody in that one in ages, right there on the corner. There used to be an old bar down here. I think it was called Timbers. And this place was like the 24-hour place. It was always open after the other bars closed. And it was a big thing. Back in like the 80s and 90s. Maybe before that too, but it was a big deal. Starting to get trafficy again. No tourist tags. My buddies from Oklahoma, they were like, well, it's kind of dead now. I'm like, only for a moment. I said they come in spurts. It's according to the spring break schedules for every state. So, this is only for a blink. Trust me. Big year this year in Destin. We lost the spring break. They shut us down so quick for the pandemic last spring. And so many businesses went out of business forever due to that. Because they wait for the spring break. So they survive on. Spring break pays your rent for the whole year. And it's so much. But if you lose it, you can't even afford to operate. That's the bad part. Especially if you're a bad business person and you don't stack your money up a little bit to the side, you know, for something like that. You're finished. Because you can't make your rents, you can't make any of your business fees, anything. I get stuck in this intersection. Gosh. I was going to go down to the water and list some stuff. Well, I could have gone over here. I don't know, there might be a ton of people. But I need to get the rest of the stock listed.